All right, welcome back to the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Calls. Out to the phone lines. We got Arm out in Brookline. How you doing, Arm? What's up?
Hi, Rich. Hi, Paul.
Hey.
I think you guys have hit the nail on the head finally, and got it out there. And I've heard your conversation about nothing lying to you and what players they may or may not trade come towards the end of the season if they're in the wild card running. Well, Nutting has to make an investment in players. Simple as that. He shouldn't wait for the team to do good and then get better players. Get better players, then the team will do good. He's not a good owner. He's not for the city of Pittsburgh, and he's not for revenue of Pittsburgh. If the Pirates can get a couple players out there that will give us 10 more wins, then we'll be 90 wins a season. We will be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
We will bring some revenue into Pittsburgh and do the right thing for the city of Pittsburgh.
Hey, Arm, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Paul, do they have 10 more wins in them this year? Are they better than they were last year?
I think they're similar.
They're similar. I think they might be a little bit better, but I don't know about 10 wins better.
Yeah, maybe 4 wins, 3 wins.
All right,
that's not going to be enough to get to the playoffs, so it really doesn't care. If you're 86 wins or 83 wins, who cares if you don't make the playoffs?
Bob Clearfield, what's up, Bob?
Hi, thank you. With all due respect, Mr. Walsh, I think you need to curb your enthusiasm.
I got bucko fever. Look at my tan.
They could go the entire season that never solved the fifth starter problem. Of the 4 stars that's listed, 2 are coming off of surgery. Only one has proven himself as a consistent pitcher over multiple seasons. That's Chris Archer, and his numbers have been going down for the past 3 years. Of the 4 that he has listed, all 4 are right-handed, which means the opposing teams are going to stack the lineup with every pull hitter they've got in their inventory. And let's face it, Polanco or Chisenhall are not exactly speed demons when it comes to cutting off balls in the corner and then in the gaps. The same thing, you cannot put Melky Cabrera out there. We saw that in Cleveland last year. He's got to be one of the worst defensive outfielders in all of baseball. As far as payroll goes, the average this year, the average Major League team payroll this year is going to be around 140, 150 million. The Pirates will be half of the average.
Yeah.
But then again, as was mentioned here, even the small market owners are making money, and they don't need to draw a lot of people. So I appreciate your enthusiasm. I think you said that you could be very disappointed, as many of us will be as well. So thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks a lot, Bob. I appreciate it. They're about 130 million is about average. So they're about $60 million under league average right now. They got to spend more money. You're right. He made a lot of good points.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's, again, some of these things are going to work themselves out, and they're going to be what they think. Maybe Bell hits a bunch of home runs, or Gung comes back and hits home runs. Trevor Williams and Tyon are really good, but the bottom line is they have so many, then we need this, and we need this, and we need this, and we need that. It's all not going to go the way they need it to go. That's hitting lightning in a bottle. There's going to be injuries. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that are variables, and as a result, when you get to the end of the season, the beauty of baseball, 162 games doesn't lie. People around here, get all giddy if the Pirates will get out. The Pirates will get out to like a 15-10 record, or a 15-8 record, or what were they last year? They were 20-8 or something, right? Yeah. They got to an unbelievable start, and everybody got all giddy and see that. Let's wait until mid-September before we start talking about anything about who's right and who's wrong.
All right, we're going to go out to Dave out in South Park. What's up, Dave?
Hey, Rich. I just can't believe that you feel that I know Bob Nutting said that they'll spend money if they're winning later in the season, but what have we seen in
I
the
know,
past
you're right.
That tells us that? I don't believe that at all. Thanks.
Well, he looked me in the eye and he said it to me, and I interviewed him, and I asked him a bunch of different questions. You heard it on KDKA. What day did I interview him? Wednesday? So, we had 2 parts. We ran about 4 minutes of his interview, and, he told me he would spend more money. So I'm going to hold him to it. I know they've lied to us before, so let's see. I'm going to keep these interviews.
Not just spend money, though. Okay? Let's say the Pirates are 2 games out of the wild card at the trade deadline, and it's abundantly clear to everybody who watches the team that shortstop is not good enough. And a team that's out of it has a really good shortstop, comes to Neil Huntington, says, hey, you give us 2 of your top prospects, 2 or 3 of 2 top prospects, and I don't know, 1 of your players.
Yeah.
If they don't do that deal, they're not serious about winning. That's the thing. It's not just about spending money. They don't want to do anything that's going to spend money in the future either. And what I mean by that is those prospects represent cheap labor for 6 or 7 years until they become free agents. So, well, no, we can't give away because we'll mortgage the future. What does that even mean? You know, the bottom line is you should be playing to win this year. You can say whatever you want to say about Jim Rutherford and the Penguins.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is they play every single season to win.
Well, something's going to happen in baseball. That's
the bottom line. They play every season to win.
We got to take a break. We'll wrap things up coming in the next. Stay right there.